directive on violence against women and domestic violence. So first, we're checking the quorum.
That introduces a criminalization of pimping. And pimping is in the very essence of sexual exploitation, and that is the legal basis for this directive. And I know the rapporteurs wanted to include this in the directive, and we are many that are disappointed that it is not in this final text. And I want people to know out there.
It's a great satisfaction that we proceed with this important vote and the file.
And just to remind you, although I don't think anybody here needs reminding of the horrific statistics we have, that's the reality of the situation, sadly, that we're dealing with in Europe.
Our group advisors and also the women's and feminist organizations all across the European Union.
Now we vote, the final vote, roll call. We proceed. The vote is open. Now the vote is closed. 71 plus, 5 minus, 7 abstentions. Largely adopted. Congratulations. Thank you. And there's still a vote to go through, which is the decision to enter into negotiations. Okay, it's also a roll call. We open the vote. Now the vote is closed. Closed. 72. 5 abstentions, 6 minus. Also entering into negotiations is adopted. Thank you.
We want to see rape included as an offence in this directive. Unfortunately, many of the member states are not supporting this. They're not supporting the principle of consent being included in the offence. That's a red line for the Parliament. We're going to fight it in the trilogues to make sure that rape is included, with consent being central to the definition and central to the offence. If this legislation and this directive is passed before the end of term, then within the next 2 years we will see this directive being implemented across Europe, and that will make a difference because it's about preventing violence, it's about protecting the victims and prosecuting those who commit the crimes.
First of all, this is a historical decision that we have seen here in the Committee of Civil Liberties, Justice and Home Affairs and Gender Equality Committee on preventing gender-based violence, on protecting the survivors and acting against the perpetrators. Unfortunately, we see that there are a couple of people here, even in the committees, thank God, there are just a few on the far right side who are doing everything they can to be against this directive, as well as we see European Council that has watered down their proposal. So we are looking ahead to unfortunately tough negotiations, but the stand of the European Parliament is clear. We will not accept any watering down of the directive. The biggest issue is the consent paragraph to include making rape as an offence in the whole European Union. This shouldn't be a controversial issue, but it is unacceptable that the member states have taken it out from their proposal. 50 women per week are being killed as a consequence of domestic violence, and every third woman in the EU is a survivor of sexual or physical violence. So, as soon as the trialogues are concluded, it will take up to a bit less than 1 month for it to get in force, and then the member states have up to 2 years maximum to implement it